Okay, we are live again. All right. So yesterday we went over money beats, right? The beats that you play for radio-friendly songs or singer-songwriter type songs, right? We covered a few variations, but today I'm going to play and describe or explain whatever you want. Common drum beats in rock music, right? Besides the money beats. So a lot of these beats I'm going to play and show you are part of, your alternative styles, your funk styles. I mean, it can go a bunch of ways, but let's get into it. So, okay, so these beats, like most rock beats, okay, are eighth note hi-hat driven beats, okay? They're, your hi-hat's gonna play eighth notes the majority of the time. So if you understand that, you're good, right? That doesn't change for the most part, okay? Unless you add in 16th note thing in there, fine. But for the most part, it's mainly today I'm going to deal with the bass drum variations, okay? With snare on 2 and 4, okay? So this will be consistent, right? Eighth notes on the hi-hat, snare hits on 2 and 4. Okay, so now getting into the nitty-gritty of it. So one of the most common drum beats that is played in rock music, right, is I'm going to put a bass drum on beat 1, on the downbeat of 1, on the downbeat of 3, and the of 3. So 3, E, and right? So it's going to be as such. Right, so if I slow it down, that bass drum is right before that snare and right after that hi-hat. Okay? That's what I'm doing, okay? It's 3, E, and 4, and, okay? That's what happens on beat 3. Once you come to beat 3, it's 3, E, and okay? 3, E, and 4, and it's right in between that hi-hat, that eighth note hi-hat, and that snare drum, okay? So there's a bass drum right in between, okay? So, as such. 3, E, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, E, and 4, and so you can mix these up. You can play this with if you were to bump it up in tempo, you can play this with a hi-hat slur. There's something in there. I don't know what's in there, but there's something in my bass drum. Well, I can't really get it out right now. So, okay. The next variation, groove-wise, okay, we're going to do the same thing we did on beat 3, right? The 3, E, and up, but we're going to also move that as well to beat 1. So your bass drums are going to be on the downbeat of 1, on the of 1, and then on the downbeat of 3, and the of 3, right? So it'll be 1, E, and 2, okay? And the same thing with beat 3, 3, E, and 4, right? So if I were to play straight eighth notes and throw all that in, is what you get. Now, if you want to count 16th notes, you can do that, all right, to kind of keep yourself in time. 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, E, and 2, because the notes are gonna, they're gonna line up on the syllables you are saying anyway. Okay, so again, here, speed this up. It sounds like, some of those alternative rock beats, right? Right? So, it's really annoying me. I gotta get that out. It's like a screw of some sort. Well, just happened, so I don't know. Can't stop the video now. Okay, now, the third groove I'm going to demonstrate is a little more involved. So there will be bass drums as far as beat one goes. On the downbeat, right, of one. On the of one. So 1, E, and right? And then right after that snare, we're going to put a bass drum. So it's going to be on the E of 2. 1, E, and 2, E, and. Okay, so it's right before that. The eighth note on the end of 2, okay? 1, E, and 2, E, and, okay? So there's a lot happening there. We're just throwing bass drums in the middle of this. And then 2 more bass drums. 1 bass drum on the downbeat of 3, and then on the of 3. So it'll be 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, and 1, E, and 2, E, and 3, E, and 4, and, right? So if you put it a little faster, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and this is a cool little, this has got a little funk to it, right? But you can also rock it up a little bit. It can go both ways. You could funk it up a little bit, right? Or you can rockify it, basically. I mean, these are mainly rock grooves, but lay down the right feel. You could funk it up a little bit. All right, so now the next variation, we're going to do the same thing that we did for beats 1 and 2, right? 1 E and 2. Okay, but we're going to throw that onto beats 3 and 4 as well. So it's just going to be repeated. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and 1 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Again, another cool, if you want to make it funky, another cool funky groove you could do, right? Again, if you want, whether you want to funk it up or you want to rockify it, you can rockify it too. Right? Now we're going to get into some different types of grooves, right? Now we're going to put 2 bass drums, okay, on beat 1. Right on the downbeat and then on the E of the downbeat. So it'll be 1 and, okay? And then we let beat 2 pass by. And then we have the same thing on beat 3. 3 and, okay? So 2 bass drum notes, 2 16th note bass drums to be exact. And then let beat 4 go by. 4 and, okay? So here it is as such. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, if you wanted to count this as 16 notes, go right ahead. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4 E and 1. This is used actually pretty common when it comes to rock grooves. That's the next common groove. Okay. We're going to do the same thing, but we're going to also add a bass drum on the of 1 and on the of 3. So instead of 1 and 2, and it's going to be 1 and up, 1 and up, okay, and 2 and the same thing for beat 3, 3 and up, 4, right? So if you notice, there's a lot of 16th note grooves in here, or a lot of 16th note bass drums, right? And 2 and 3 and up, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 2 and 3 and 4. And again, you can speed this up a little bit and put some beef on it. Right? So there we go. Now, we're going to do for the next variation, right? For the 7th variation, same thing, but for beats 2 and 4, we're going to add bass drums on the E of those beats, okay? So it'll be 1 E and a 2 E and, okay? Right after that snare drum, 1 E and a 2 E and, okay? So it's right in between that snare and the hi-hat on both 2 and 4. 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a 1. And again, this is what it would sound like if you sped it up. We have our guys play this one a lot, like with the Bell of the Ride, you know. And stuff like that. So you can get pretty raunchy with this. Okay, so now the bass drum really kicks up, okay? Same thing as we did before, but now we're going to add bass drums on the E of beats 2 and 4, right? So, which was once 1 and 2 E and we're going to add another bass drum right after that hi-hat. 1 and 2 E and up, okay? 1 E and 2 E and up, which means that the bass drum has to come right down on beat 3, right? And cycle again. 1 E and 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1 and 2 E and up, 3 E and up, 4 E and up, 1. Right? So that's a pretty common groove too. You know, it's very bass drum happy. Right? Very bass drum happy. Very, you know, very heavy on the bass drum, right? You know, it utilizes a lot of the bass drum. Okay? For our 9th variation, our 9th common groove, on beats 2 and 4, sorry, not 2 and 4, 1 and 3, okay, we are going to have a bass drum on 1, the E of 1, and the and of 1. So it's 1 and, okay, so there's 3 notes. 1, right, and then we let 2 go, right, free. And then same thing on beat 3, 3, and then 4. So it's as such. Okay, and how I would count this is just 16th notes. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and a 4 E and a 1 E and a 2 E and a 3 E and a 4 E and a, right? Easy peasy. Now, here it is on our last variation for today. Okay, so 10 beats total. Right, that's a lot to work with. On beats 1 and 3, we're going to have all 16th notes on our bass drum, okay, on beats 1 and 3. So it'll be 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4, Okay, that's what you're gonna play. 3 beat and a 4, 1 beat and a 2, 3 beat and a 4, 1 beat and a 2, 3 beat and a 4, 1 beat and a 2, 3 beat and a 4. And you can, if you have a double bass pedal, you can play. You can play this with a double bass too. I mean, wouldn't hurt. So that's it for the rock groups for today, the common rock beats. Okay, and those are used in some heavier rock music at times, right? A lot of these beats have crossed like the gamut into funk stuff and some others. So you're going to hear some of these beats overlap genres. So like for instance, you might hear the same beat used in an alternative band. You might hear it used in a heavy metal context as well, or like a Motown context or a funk context. So these overlap, but these are the common ones, right? You've heard them you've heard these grooves somewhere along the line, or they exist in the rock genre somewhere along the line, even if you haven't heard it, right? So thank you for watching. If you want to get more involved in this, contact me on Skype. We can have view lessons, okay? Because I can't get too detailed in these live streams like I've mentioned before. So just as a reminder, at 9 o'clock, we have the Hardcore Rudiments Challenge at 9 o'clock in the morning, right? That'll be fun. Tomorrow we're going to do the single stroke 7. Okay, that'll be fun. See how fast we can get that. And then 12 o'clock, we have the Afro-Cuban live stream. That'll be fun. Okay, I'm going to do some stuff out of my book that was just released, and that's all on the website. And then at 4 o'clock, we'll have more of these rock groups, these rock genre styles, right? So if you have any questions, let me know. Hit me up. We can talk. And if I don't hear from you guys, I will see you tomorrow. Okay? Have a great day.